What's going on, Netflix fans, and welcome back to another new movie review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the newest Netflix film, that is The Old Guard. This film is directed by Gina Prince Bythewood and it stars Charlize Theron. And this film is based on a really obscure comic book storyline. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. The Old Guard focuses on these group of mercenaries who have been around for centuries, years. They have this great ability. They can heal after they've been killed. And people are onto their secret. People have discovered them, and so they gotta fight to protect their freedom. Usually when it comes to Netflix action movies, sometimes they can be hit or miss, especially Extraction. Charlize Theron is gorgeous. Everybody loves her. I think she is a phenomenal actress. I mean, look at the action films she's been in. Mad Max Fury Road, Atomic Blonde. You got a really potential great up-and-coming cast in this film, and some pretty surprising additions I didn't expect. I thought this could be a sleeper hit. And so, what did I think of The Old Guard? Is it worth checking out on Netflix this week? It's not great. It's average at best. I was expecting a little bit more from this, especially with a cool concept like these group of mercenaries based on pretty much a comic book storyline that people are unfamiliar with. They have these great abilities. They're like Wolverine. They can heal after they've been killed. And so, there seemed like a lot of potential for greatness. But I just thought the film all around was just a pretty generic action film. I think the main reason you're going to watch The Old Guard is because of Charlize Theron, and you should, because Charlize Theron is my favorite part of the whole movie. I think she saves the movie, to be honest. I think her character is badass, but also really personal, and they actually took the time to develop her character, which was kind of surprising to me, because usually a lot of newer action films don't take the time to really develop their characters, but in here she was pretty developed. I would not be surprised if she did a majority of her own stunt work once again, because she did in Atomic Blonde and Mad Max Fury Road as well. And in here, she does no different. She's great in the action. Kiki Layne, I gotta talk about this actress. She is an up-and-coming actress, and I was also very excited to check this film out because I loved her performance in If Beale Street Could Talk. If you guys have not seen If Beale Street Could Talk with Barry Jenkins, that movie is amazing and very underrated, and I thought she was amazing in If Beale Street Could Talk. And in here, while her character does get some really great development, I thought Kiki Layne in the action was actually really great. There's also some small supporting roles that show up in here. Marin Kanzara, who played Jafar in the live-action Aladdin, is also in here. He's pretty cool. Chiwetel Ejiofor as well has a really important role in here, and it's always great to see Chiwetel Ejiofor. Unfortunately, his character is just pretty generic. And the villain of this movie, Dudley Dursley from Harry Potter, like, I as soon as I saw his face, I'm like, it's Dudley Dursley! While we do have those characters that we're kind of interested in, the story just is really dry. Like, we go from location to location, and it just seems like characters are just destined to go to certain locations. It really doesn't take the opportunity to take the screenplay to the next level, just giving characters dialogue and scene locations that are just pretty generic and what you expect. Pretty much like a video game. Like, whenever you complete one mission, you're trying to eventually get to the top dog's place at the end. And unfortunately, we got a pretty underwhelming final act. Like, the final 10 minutes felt really dragged on and kind of like a really situation. Like, do we need to go to that situation? Did this thing need to happen? Like, I felt like they just added 20 minutes longer when it should have just been under 2 hours. I was left with so many questions by the ending of this film, and I wish it answered a majority of them and left one open to interpretation. Because usually we get movies nowadays where it's a really good ending. We can have a conversation, but here there's just so many questions, so many people on the base, and I'm like, oh, what are you trying to do here? What's happening? Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on The Old Guard on Netflix, if this is your guys' first time checking out my channel and you enjoyed my thoughts on this movie, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps out the channel and the algorithm. And if you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button, because I do tons of new movie reviews every single week. I also do classic reviews, especially during this quarantine pandemic. And if you're interested, I do a podcast called the Fallen for Film Podcast, where me and my co-host Colin Williams dive into all the newest trends in movie news. We have guests on from time to time, and we do a lot of fun stuff, talk tons of movie content. And the best thing is, I do this on a weekly basis. So overall, The Old Guard on Netflix was pretty average at best. I was a little bit let down. I wanted to love this movie more than I did. But it has a lot of good things about it, with Charlize Theron, Kiki Lane. Some of the action sequences were really cool and gritty. But unfortunately, it's a story that was pretty paint drying on the wall. This is definitely a film you don't have to check out right away, but if you love Charlize Theron, then you're going to see this no matter what. On my rating scale, I'm going to give The Old Guard a C. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on The Old Guard. What was your guys' thoughts on The Old Guard? Did you guys even see this movie? And if you have, let me know your thoughts below. Did you love it? Think it was okay? Did you absolutely hate it? Thank you guys, as always, for watching this Netflix review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!